What's going on, guys? I have another quick one for you guys. This is going to be another training diary type thing. Based off the conversation in the comments last week on the grip tip, we're going to do a follow-up grip tip on how to stabilize the dot when you're holding on target, or really it's just locking out your wrist. That's really what it's going to amount to. Now, the dot is never going to be completely steady. You need to get over the notion that you're going to be able to completely stabilize the dot. There's kind of an essential tremor in all of us, and you're never going to be able to tune that away just based on the tension in our grips naturally. But you can minimize it, and I'm going to kind of talk about how I do that and what I realize it. So locking a wrist is kind of a nebulous concept, and it took me a while to kind of understand what that felt like. So I'm going to try and shortcut the learning process for you. So really it's kind of done it's done the same way in both hands. So it's a combination of pushing through your thumb like that, but pulling on your pinky side. So when you kind of do that, you can feel tension start to develop down your wrist like that. Similarly, when you do it with your support hand, you're going to be pushing through the palm the same way and pulling back this way, and then building your grip. So what that's going to yield is that I'm going to mount the gun just like we always do with a high thumbs forward grip. So I got my strong hand on the gun, build the grip with my support hand. As I present the gun, I'm pushing through the heel of my palm and simultaneously pulling with the bottom 3 fingers of this hand, which is causing me to lock my wrist out. And on this side, same thing. I'm going to get up under the trigger guard. I'm going to pull back to seat my palm, but then push forward with the heel of my palm on the gun and give it a good pinch. And so once you do that, you can have a really haphazard trigger pull, and you're not going to lose the dot. It's just going to be rock steady on the target. It's also going to increase your accuracy. So there is a bit of an essential tremor as I just kind of sit it and hold it here, but it's not a lot. It really isn't a lot. It would be inside the X-ring of a B8, probably at 20 yards. On 25, I might just get outside the X-ring, but I can hold it there for probably a minute at a time. Now, being able to hold it there is going to be something that you develop as you develop grip strength, because as your grip fatigues, it'll start to shake. So there's no other way around it. You're going to have to actually practice, do dry fire, develop the muscles in your wrists and forearms. And the longer you do that, the more you'll be able to hold the dot steady on the target, because I can hold it still and then it doesn't move during the trigger pull. It has less to do with how well I'm pulling the trigger and more to do with the fact that I've locked my wrists out, and it's very difficult for me to pull the muzzle off target. So that's the quick video I've got for you guys today. That's locking wrists. Let's have a conversation about this. If I've described it in a way that doesn't make sense to you, please ask questions. I'm trying to understand how to convey these concepts, but ultimately it should be pushing through the heel of your palm, pulling back down through the pinky side of your palm on both hands, and that's going to give you some locked wrists. So appreciate you guys. I'll catch you on the next one.